Hi, I'm Enchanting Nubia Net. Welcome back. And if you're viewing my channel for the very first time, welcome. Today I'm sharing information about penthouse politics featuring Florida's finest freeloader. Florida Congressman Cory Mills has managed to turn heads this week, and it's not about legislation or leadership, but with a less glamorous political milestone. You see, this congressman of the 7th Congressional District is being kicked out of his new Smyrna Beach luxury penthouse for reportedly skipping out on $85,000 in rent. Yes, you heard that right. He owes over $80,000, and that's a lot of unpaid rent, or as Congressman Mills may prefer to call it, creative economic disengagement. In my opinion, there's no excuse because he earns $180,000 per year. So why did Cory Mills rent an apartment for $20,000 anyway? I mean, a $5,000 apartment, in my opinion, is above average, actually expensive. And it is definitely upscale, especially in Florida, where residents get a lot of value in real estate in comparison to my state, New York. Well, some facts about his background. He was raised in Central Florida. He is an Army vet who received a Bronze Star in 1999 while serving as a U.S. Army sniper. He graduated from American Military University and worked as a military contractor. In December 2020, he was appointed to the Defense Business Board by President Donald Trump and resigned. In February 2021, he resigned from the board upon the request of President Joe Biden. Well, going back to the news, he is allegedly occupying a ritzy penthouse apartment while comfortably not paying for it. I'm just thinking, with all of his accolades, doesn't he know how to balance his checkbook? According to online sources familiar with the eviction proceedings, Congressman Mills racked up several months of missed payments while still managing to post regularly on social media about fiscal responsibility and the importance of hard work. Allegedly, his representative is a man in an expensive suit, a mature minded, law abiding citizen. However, it seems he doesn't even know how to pay his bills or even care about his landlord's financial stress either. The penthouse in question is located in an upscale zip code with smart elevators, and the countertops probably cost more than a public school teacher's salary. Basically, it's a perfect place to unwind after a long day of not legislating meaningful reform. But when landlords decided they preferred cash to campaign slogans, Congressman Cory Mills found himself facing the classic Floridian rite of passage, eviction. According to one anonymous building resident who asked not to be named for fear of being targeted, I guess, they said in quotes, or he or she said in quotes, "It's unclear whether Congressman Mills believed he was living in the apartment rent-free because of his public service, or if he simply mistook the monthly invoice for yet another deep state hoax." End of quote. A spokesperson for Congressman Mills, who was last seen frantically checking the couch cushions for loose change, just joking. Well, the congressman denied any wrongdoing and suggested that this was all just another example of weaponized landlordism. Interestingly enough, before his election to Congress, he had ownership of Paysom Defense, Paysom Solutions, and ALS. And according to Quiver Quantitative, it's estimated that his worth is over $24 million. This doesn't make any sense. And for those of you who are wondering what is Payson Defense, like I was before sharing this data, I learned from the website. It's a business headquartered in Perry, Florida. Payson Defense provides state-of-the-art facilities and equipment, highly qualified personnel, and substantial financial resources to ensure high quality, reliable products, that these are all delivered on time. And it says that they maintain all departments of defense, Department of State, and the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosive Standards. Payson Defense is fully licensed manufacturer and exporter through the Department of State's Directorate Defense Trade Control, DDTC. And in 2014, he co-founded Payson Solutions, which is an international corporation which provides solutions to facilitate development and business continuity of operations for assisting clients in preparing for and responding to crisis events that could jeopardize the safety of their personnel, assets, and organization's reputation. The third business, ALS, he's also a co-founder, which means ALS is a Less Lethal Systems, a company that manufactures equipment for military and law enforcement clients. Well, going back to the lawsuit, the bottom line, according to the Bozzuto Management Company's legal filings, has a far basic story. Rent was due since March and it wasn't paid. And now someone's belongings are likely stacked next to the recycling bins in the building garage. Well, I'm sure he will seek luxury storage. The eviction was first leaked by an independent journalist, Roger Sollenberger. And as we know, once he leaked it, all of social media is still going ablaze. Many critics question how someone who can't manage a rent payment is supposed to manage the international policy or the federal budget. Sources close to the matter claim that Congressman Mills had previously tried to settle the debt by offering the landlord a signed headshot picture and a gently used copy of The Art of the Deal. Just joking. Cory Mills stated that he missed payments because his online payment link was broken, and he gave records showing the problem to his landlord. Well, in January, his landlord demanded that he pay more than $18,000 or he would be sued. Also, the property manager, Catherine McCurry Sochka, wrote that Congressman Mills had permission to stay in the apartment only if he paid his past due bills. Well, as of now, Cory Mills, his next residence is unknown. Maybe he's shopping around for a studio apartment. Nothing is wrong with the studio apartment. It's a lot more affordable, especially for someone who forgets to pay his bills. One thing's for certain, everyone. While most Americans fear rising rents, they struggle to pay their rent and mortgages. Even with 2 or more jobs, Congressman Mills has pioneered a new frontier, just not paying rent at all. Now imagine what would happen to all of our landlords, the banking systems, and overall economy if the masses of people did not pay up. Everyone, why do you think this wealthy congressman chose not to pay rent? And please remember to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Drop a comment as well. Thanks a million and stay safe wherever you are.